What's up everybody? In today's video, I'm going to show you mostly vintage haul from estate sales here in Texas. We had a long day and thankfully we have a full gym in our home. My girl and I decided to work out, so that's why you see me like this. I am a little sweaty, but who cares? It was a long day, super packed with a lot of shopping. I'm going to show you what I got. And before we get started, let me say something. People ask me all the time, like, hey, can I buy that? Before I even put it up. If you guys are interested, before I put any of this up, if you guys are interested in buying any of this, I can just let me know either through the comment or through email. And whoever asks me first, that's who I'm going to sell it to. I'll invoice you and then I'll ship it to your home. It's as simple as that. And let's get started. Check this out. This is a nutcracker set. It is, look, these are the things that you use to take the meat out of the nuts. This is the cracker right here. I thought this bowl was super nice. We paid only $7.50, not $10 because it was 25% off. It is made in Japan. And when I was looking at the comps, those go for about, I think I saw them for about $25 to $30. But it was other ones that look like an actual tree. I think that this, because of how smooth it is and how nice the wood is, it's going to go for about the same price or more. And let me give you a bolo. For those of you that don't know, the Bombay Company. This is a vintage company that used to make furniture. They make all types of wooden products. And look at what I found. I've actually never seen this before from the Bombay Company. But I can tell you now that whenever you see anything Bombay, as long as you get it at a decent price, pick it up. I've never not sold anything Bombay. In fact, one time I bought a small table. It was like a corner table, tiny, really thin. I bought it for 20 bucks at auction and I ended up selling it for 350 bucks plus 150 in shipping because that bitch was tall and it just took a lot, to ship. Insane. So the Bombay Company is a really good one. It is, like I said, a bolo. And now that I got it out of the box finally, check it out. Chinese solitaire. So where you have the board right here, beautiful board, great wood. I just need to clean it up, which I am going to do. Because this deserves cleaning. That's the Bombay Company right there. When something deserves cleaning, take the time to do it if you're going to get enough money. And then the marbles would go right there. When we were at the estate sale, I did check that all the marbles were there. So I placed them on the board. I wanted to make sure because we did pay 20 bucks for this. And as much as I didn't want to pay the whole 20 bucks for it, $20 is fine because I believe that I can sell this for at least 60 to 80. I saw most of the comps were going for about 75. So I thought that this was a great purchase. And I'm just going to set it aside somewhere else because it's going to take me forever to put it back in the box. Check this out. Who remembers this? Electronic touchdown. Run, kick, pass, everything. It is from Sears. It is vintage. I did not have my normal bag that I carry that has all the batteries and all the testers on it to test it, so I had to take a gamble on it, and I did pay up for this. If this works, this will go for about 30 to 35. So this is a good one. And I just thought it was nice because I used to have stuff like that a long time ago. Okay, this was a weird ass buy. My girl got it. I didn't want this. I don't know what this is. If you guys know what this is, let me know in the comments below, but it looks like a weird ass door knocker. I was like, okay, throw it in. Look, when we're checking out, I just see random shit in our pile that they're doing, they're putting on the ticket. I'm like, okay, I guess, I'm buying that. So my company invests a lot in a bunch of stuff that it didn't want to buy. Now check this one out. If you guys follow me any, or you saw the video from earlier, I did send out a bolo video. Hemingway is the name of the company that made this shit. And it wasn't chipped earlier. I think I chipped it on the way over here. Damn it. Anyways, if it wasn't chipped, it would have brought in more money, and I just chipped it on the way over here. So you got to be careful with this glass. But this is an insulator, and the insulators that have the Mickey Mouse ears make a lot more money than when it only looks like that without the ears. If you ever see these in color, like in green or blue, there's a bunch of different colors, purple as well. They make a lot more money, but this one should be about 50 bucks. But because of the ding, now it's going to be about 30. I still think somebody will buy it, even with the ding right there, and that's totally my fault. But you know what? It happens. I'm not going to be all walking around, like walking on eggshells with the product. So whatever. If it breaks, it breaks. Okay, here we have Regent Sheffield steak knives. It's a whole set. They look new because they had the box and everything, but they're not new because I saw water spots. I saw treatment right there. These Sheffield knives won't, like this stuff won't go fast, but it will go eventually. And this will go faster during season, which is holiday season, like in Christmas. So this is a good one. I didn't even check comps on that, but I can sell those, I'm assuming, for anywhere from $15 to $20 plus shipping for that. This is another one of those products that made it into the pile. I didn't even know. It is very pretty now that I see it. Beautiful design. Look at this waved or rigid pattern. You turn it around. There's some Chinese or Japanese symbols. I don't know if you guys know Chinese or Japanese. Let me know what that says. It already has pre-drilled holes so you can hang it on the wall. It is pretty. This was interesting. Look at that. Let me flip it up here. Start adding machine. This is, okay, check it out. Let's open it first. It didn't have the key, but I don't care. So you move this down and it's changing the numeral right there. Look at that. So it's 7, 5, 5, and then over here. And then this thing, it clears it. I just thought that this was the coolest thing. I don't give a shit if it doesn't sell. That is awesome. And these do sell. They don't sell often, but they do sell. And look at this. It even came with the handle. It's like, doo, 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 doo. Let me go and walk with this heavy ass thing to work. I don't know what people were thinking back in the day. I guess that's the only thing that they had, so whatevs. This is for me. Complete Speakers and Toastmasters Library. This is an old one. It has things like, it has remarks of famous people, origins and firsts, business and professional point makers, and so on. It has a whole bunch of books. This is an awesome one. And mind you, I was already starting to read that one. And I stopped reading it because I don't know how to pronounce it and I don't want to sound stupid. But now the stupid part is going to make it into the bloopers. If you want to see it, stay till the end. I don't talk about this a lot, but I used to do a lot of speaking engagements and I'm going to start doing them again. I don't know when. I already started to reach out. It's not that difficult, or it's not as difficult as most people think, to get jobs doing that. And this is something that I love to do. This is also the reason why I opened my YouTube channel, because I can do that, but from the comfort of my own home. I don't have to travel anywhere, and I don't have to be beholden to anybody else's rules, which is usually why I turn down a lot of jobs, because that shit pisses me off. Candy thermometer, Taylor. This was awesome. I did comp this, and I believe it can go for about 25 bucks, and I got it for nothing. I got it for like $1.50. I don't know how to make candy, but this is a candy thermometer. If nothing else, this will look cool in my kitchen because I do collect weird things. This is for me and for me alone. This is going to be for the background of the library. So when the next live comes up, you guys are probably going to see it full of something, either candy or full of potpourri, or I don't know, who knows. I just thought it was cool. We did pay up for it, but I had never really seen that type of pumpkin in the clear glass before. Look at this cute little thing right here. Very pretty. Very cool leaf design. It is a sled, as you can tell. And this, of course, I bought it because it's going to sell when Christmas comes around. And it is, let me see if I read it. It is Atlantic. You guys are probably not going to be able to see it well because there's a lot of light in here. But it is Atlantic. And look at that. Looks nice, huh? I thought that was super nice. I know that somebody will buy it to put it out for when their folks come to town, when people come and visit. I'm going to do all these together. Continental Airlines cards. Airline stuff always sells. I've said that before. You guys should buy them. This I had never seen, and I want this for me. Chinese chess. So look at that. It'll say elephant. And I don't know what that elephant means, but pawn, chariot, king, pawn, horse. I thought it was super interesting. I had never seen anything before, and I collect chess sets, so this is going to be one of my new ones to collect. I also saw this, marble-like dominoes. I bought it for $4. The unfortunate part is that it was labeled right here with Federal Land Bank, but they are super nice, and I know that these sell, and I can probably sell this for about about $18 plus shipping. And then that, for those of you that read, those are Shakespearean cards. To be or not to be? That is the question. I don't know shit about Shakespeare. It bores me to death. But if you like Shakespeare, here you have cards. This was hilarious. We bought it just because it was funny and we thought that somebody was going to want this. Look at this. It says cranberry set, right? Cranberries right there. And it is crystal. So this is for the person that wants to be, let's see, drinking tea. Let's get some tea, man. And then also wants to be ghetto as fuck because that looks like the cranberries right out of a can. We thought it was hella funny, so I said, yeah, you know what, let's just spend the money. If nothing else, it'll just be a cool laugh and something that you guys can see on the video. The next items are going to be milk glass. We don't normally buy milk glass, but my girl decided to buy it because she thought it was interesting. This is an interesting shape, and it really is an interesting shape. And then if you look at the bottom, the base looks really nice. And then that's just random. And she got it because it had swans. I can tell you right now that milk glass, unless it's very specific, unless it's very collectible, it's a very cool design that looks very MCM, like the lines are very clean and it's plain Jane. This shit's not going to sell. I have not had very good luck selling milk glass because nobody wants it anymore. But does that mean that it won't sell at all? No, it'll sell. It'll just sell for very little money, so you got to be careful. This is not from the estate sales. I'm also going to show you some items that we got from Retail Arbitrage. These are FootJoy socks. I actually sent this out a long time ago to the posse members of the channel. They're $3. I've sold through all the white ones, and this isn't the one that I sold through, but I thought because they were white and then they have just a little blue in the back, or they have the red or the green, I thought that they would sell. And I've been selling these. A 3-pack sells for about $30. Freaking insane. But that's because FootJoy is a very good brand. So people that wear them really like they really like them and they want to spend money on them. This is also one of my favorite brands. I always call this out to the posse. This is Spider. It's a 6-pair. I paid only $5.50. They were on clearance, even though they were at Marshall's, right? The MSRP price is not there, but trust me, Spider is a very good brand. It does very well and it's very expensive. I only got a couple of items of clothing, so I'm going to show you those real quick. This is Game Winner. Game Winner is not the biggest brand, but they do sell, especially the camo stuff. When hunting season comes around, it sells a lot faster. Then I got this one again, camo. This is Adidas. That whole house was full of camo everywhere. Then I got this. This was from a thrift store. I got this cinch shirt. Very heavy duty. If you can see cinch right there. Cinch doesn't bring in the money that it used to, but some of them do, especially this one. It is solid and it is boring looking, but who cares? This is a heavy duty shirt, and guys that wear it, like if they want to go dancing, if they want to go work, if they're outside, if they own a ranch, stuff like that, that'll look nice. I got this one. This is Nike Golf. This is that burnt orange, and I have it because people here in Texas, of course, they love the Longhorns. So all they would do is buy this, put their own patch on it, and they have a new shirt so they can sport their university. This is Untuck It. This is 3XL. This is huge. It's a big ass shirt with a big ass mofo wearing it. But it is nice fabric. It feels like flannel. Nice shirt. Again, Untuck It is not going to make you all the money in the world. It really tanked as a brand. But you can still sell that shirt, especially at 3X. The price point that you should put it at is $16.99, $8.99 shipping. That'll be the fastest that it'll move. You can do 21, 22, but then you're going to have to wait until somebody really wants it or until you have to mark it down. So if you want to sell it faster, do that. This is a Barber shirt. I don't know where. Oh, there it is. There's the brand. So I love that brand. Badass brand. But this is the Steve McQueen collection. I was like, damn it, boy. Somebody's going to want to be like, hey, man, I'm Steve McQueen. So this is a cool shirt. I don't know if it's going to do well. We'll see. This is another one. This is a new shirt to me. It's called Gills. It is a fishing shirt. It is vented on the back. Gills is a decent brand. This should sell for about, I'm going to call it $15.99 or $16.99, and I only paid $3 for it. And everybody knows this brand, but I always pick it up because it always sells. This is the Blake Polo Ralph Lauren 2-ply cotton. 100% cotton, of course, and it is an XL, which XL sells a lot faster. This plaid design is really nice, and especially because the season is coming up. Look at that. That's like a shirt that you can wear to go visit your parents, right? Or your in-laws come, or you want to, go on a date. This is nice. And speaking of dates, for those of you that sometimes feel bad because you don't take out your woman to a date, or there's not enough romance, and there's not enough this, there's not enough that. Well, today we had a date, and our date was to go to estate sales and buy stuff. Dates don't have to be, let's go to the movies, let's go to dinner. Like, you know what? You can do other things. Being a reseller, you really have to implement reselling into your entire life. So sometimes what we do is that, like, let's go on a date. So we're going to go to the auction. We're going to buy stuff that makes us happy. We're going to have a great time. Maybe we'll get a bite to eat after. And that is date night for us. Why not? So if you ever feel bad, because people make everybody else feel bad. Oh, why don't you take her out? And why don't you do this? And why don't you do that? You know what? Fuck them. Just do whatever you want. Last but not least, this is my pride and joy of today. Shit. I know that most of you don't want to buy golf clubs. Okay, you know what? This is too many golf clubs. I'm just going to show you two. This is the Callaway X20. The Callaway X20, I've sold already plenty of times. I buy the sets. They're not cheap. They wanted $15 a freaking club, which is a lot. But I was able to negotiate a price. I didn't negotiate a really good price, but I negotiated a price, and I'll tell you why. When you put this set together, and you know what, cameraman, would you just point down because I don't want to pick all these up? When you put the set together, these are all irons. There's, I believe, 9 irons, and then there's 3 woods. For those of you that are unaware how this works with golf, woods are the big ass ones like this that have the big ass head. That is a driver. That means that you hit that from the very beginning to get the longest hit for the ball to go the furthest. And then you use these to get closer to the pin. So this is a driver. This alone, the Big Bertha 460. Look at that. They wanted 25, right? So this alone will sell for $50 plus shipping. If I group all the irons together, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, pitching wedge and sand wedge, I can get about $180 plus shipping. And then I still have the 3 wood and the 5 wood somewhere. Anyways, the 5 wood's here some. Oh, there it is. And the 5 wood over here. So those are still going to sell for about $30 a piece. So after I did the math, I'm going to bring home I'm going to bring in sales. Let's call it $320, maybe. I bought this for $140. I know that a lot of you are like, holy shit, that is way too much for clubs. Well, I wish I could find them cheaper, but I didn't. And is this going to make me money? Yes. At least double my money. I've sold this before and it sells super fast. The Callaway X20 is a very good set. And then this guy had the entire set together and the grips weren't all shitty. They still feel good. They're not all sticky. Look, my hands are not all black. They were in great condition and they're a good length because I tried them and I said, okay, let me just see, because sometimes people get them custom made. Like if they're really short, they get them custom made. And I was like, you know what? No, let's see. So all the irons are there. You pick up again, the Big Bertha. Look at that big ass thing. The Big Bertha right there, a $50 golf club. You just have to clean them, which I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to brush them, clean all this right here. And it did come with the bag, as you guys can see from the video. Look at what I was doing in the bag. I was looking for stuff. What you want to do is that, first off, I don't like bags, I don't keep bags, and I don't sell bags. That bag is going to the freaking trash. Because first of all, the handle was broken, there was a lot of other shit wrong with it, and I don't want to keep it. But you have to look through them, because what happens is that a lot of guys forget to check and they leave like their rangefinder in there. And a rangefinder looks like a telescope. You put it right there and it'll give you the distance. It'll tell you, it'll measure how big the pin is from where you are, and it'll give you a rough distance. That way they say, oh, well, I need a 6 iron versus a 9 iron because I need more distance than less. But they're in the bag. In this case, I did not find them, but I did find a lot of balls, golf balls anyways, a lot of tees, and if you notice, I also found change. So what's up, sucker? I got 75 cents back. It may not be a lot of money to most, but I never throw money away like most people do. Like, oh, that's a penny, just leave it there. No, you don't want to give it to me. I have a big ass jar that I fill with a lot of coins, and then once I turn it in, we do something fun with it. Let's go buy some crazy shit that we would never normally spend our money on, or let's go to a good dinner, or I don't know, who knows? Let's buy the dog something. So that's what we do with it. And that is it, everybody. I like to do videos like this because I want you guys to see what kind of things you can buy. Now, stuff like this, the vintage items like this one, that cranberry set, this will probably sell fast or fast-ish because Halloween. Christmas is coming up. Because I'm going to keep that, but it would sell because Halloween's coming up. But stuff like this doesn't move fast. So you have to remember, most of your store, you should focus on not buying shit like this all the time because it's just going to sit there. And I know that it's like, well, like, why are you doing it? Well, I'm doing it because most of the rest of my store is fast movers. The STR is high. That means that my sell-through rate is higher and I move it quickly. That's why I can do this, because I like to have fun. I don't want to just buy shit because, oh man, it's going to sell tomorrow. I'm not in it just for the money. I love things like this. Look at this. This is so nice. You have to get excited about things. You have to get excited about who we used to be as people. Now everything's digital. You have everything on the phone. But look at this. Somebody had to make this. This was awesome. It's just great. And I know that I get very worldly and I start thinking big, big picture, but I don't want it to always be about money. And I think I've said this before and I'll say it again. It doesn't always have to be about money. You have to have fun with what you're doing. If not, you're going to be pissed off and then your sales are going to hurt. And before we go, you know what? I'm going to show you guys what sold today, because I showed it in the last one. And guess what? My girl's David Yurman, and I'm going to give her a big woohoo, sold. Gorgeous. And she's not getting a penny from it because she said that it was mine. Maybe I'll take her to McDonald's tomorrow. This sold for $300 plus shipping. And for those of you that have never sold anything higher priced, what you're going to do if you sell something like this, you're going to wrap it nicely. It's going to be super nice. And I'm even going to tie a bow on it and everything because they spent $300. So you got to put love into your packages. I'm going to put it in a box. I'm going to make sure that I put insurance on this bitch for $300 because if it gets lost, I'm going to fight for my $300. And also, I'm going to get a signature confirmation. I want to know that some a-hole signed for it, because if something happens and they try to screw me, like they tried to screw me last week, then eBay will cover me because I'm covered with signature, I'm covered with insurance, and I'm covered by eBay protection. So this is going out. And whoever bought this, if you're watching, thank you very much. I really hope that you're not trying to screw me. To continue to support the channel, you can always buy a shirt, a hat, or a logo sticker from the store below. You can also become a member of the Resolutions Posse and get a brand new benefit that I just added yesterday. On Wednesdays, I send out a post, and you get to ask one question, whatever you want, about anything, either reselling related or not. If you just want to have a conversation, great. I'm going to shoot a video on Thursdays, and I'm going to upload it to everybody that is part of the posse. That way, we can start building a better relationship. And I'm going to do it while having a beer. Because, beer. As always, give this video a like, share this with anybody that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss awesome videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace! And cheers. I'm almost done. And now I got a shower because I stink. We just finished working out. I did for you guys, got my hair wet at least so I can look a little nicer, and I did my beard because it was just nasty. And I'm all sweaty from everywhere. In today's video, I'm going to show you... What's up, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to show you a mostly vintage haul from estate sales in... I'm going to edit out a lot of that. Proverbs, epigrams,